Hi, I'm Jess and I'm a student at Massey University. I'm here today at RDG Technologies to find out more about this new and innovative product called MineralBoost.
MineralBoost is a macro mineral supplement for dairy cows. So it's calcium, magnesium and salt that has started out its life as very, very fine powders, and we've granulated it. So hence the difference between the way farmers are using macro minerals at the moment, either as dusting or in water. We've granulated it so it can go into the animal feed, things like palm kernel, distiller's grain, and other grains and so on like that, the things that are put in front of cows as supplementary feed. Those supplementary feeds are quite commonly deficient in those macro minerals, calcium, magnesium and salt. So we consulted with dairy nutritionists about what the shortcomings were, and we designed a formulation and then designed a granule.
How'd you come up with that?
Talking to dairy farmers mostly about their difficulties in macro minerals and getting macro minerals into animals. They were doing things like drenching and dusting, and those things were time consuming and difficult and relatively inaccurate. So they wanted a more accurate, safe and basically convenient and cost effective way of getting macro minerals into the animals. Adding it to feed was I guess one of those sort of little breakthroughs that we made, in that adding minerals to feed hadn't been done previously to MineralBoost, and this gave us everything that they wanted in a very convenient form.
So the company is called RDG Technologies. How does that fit in?
So the product is MineralBoost. The company is called RDG Technologies because the granule that we've formed is designed to break down in the rumen. So RDG Technologies, rumen dispersible granule technology.
So that's a new technology?
Yes, it is quite novel. Well, it's very novel in the fact that we're able to get a patent. So we have a patent in New Zealand and Australia, and we're also working on a worldwide patent for the product.
So you have a farming background, Warwick?
Yeah, that's right. I've got many friends in farming and my family are farmers. So it was my friends and family that helped me with part of the MineralBoost concept, really. I was educated by the good people of Massey University. Helpful when you're working in the agricultural industry, but also gave me a bit of technical background, I suppose, that's required to bring together a technology like MineralBoost. This is our manufacturing site here in Morrinsville, lovely sunny Morrinsville. So this is where we make MineralBoost, and these are some of our inbound materials.
So how do you source your raw ingredients?
Well, the granule's made out of calcium, magnesium and salt, and the whole idea really is to try and source good quality materials. This product here is the calcimate, so that's coming from Tikawiti. We also have Australian magnesium, and we have salt from New Zealand too. So our three main ingredients are all derived from New Zealand or Australia.
So Warwick, how does it go from powder to granule?
Okay, so we go through a granulation system. So we start at the front end with raw powders. We blend them all together at the right ratios. They're all measured, blended, and they're put into the front end of the granulation system, which is a big granulating drum. We rotate all these granules, or all the powders together. We add water, which is a catalyst. There's a granulation agent in that formulation that allows everything to stick together. As they go down the granulation drum, they grow, they get to the right size. The operator has a few tricks of the trade in there. He then goes over a first grading system or sieving system. The right size material will go up and into the dryer. After it's been dried, it goes through a second sieving system and then up into a bagging system. And before it goes into a bag, it goes through a third and final sifting system, which sizes it all, so you've got the correct size granules.
Do you have any particular manufacturing standards that you go by?
Yeah, we do. So we manufacture particularly MineralBoost zinc to a GMP standard, and GMP means good manufacturing practice. That's a standard that's audited by MPI, or the New Zealand government, and MPI come and visit us every year and they make sure that we're manufacturing to the correct standard. They check all our paperwork, and we have batch recognition, batch traceability. So that's for MineralBoost zinc, and that's a prevention for facial eczema. So that's very important.
Yeah.
But we also manufacture all our products in the same vein. We figure if we're doing it for one product, we might as well do it for all.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is the finished material?
Yeah, correct. So this is MineralBoost Rumensin.
Yeah.
So you can see that the finished material is all dispatched from here in 1 tonne bulk bags.
Right.
Each bag is labelled. Each batch has a different number on it.
Okay.
And we can even tell from the label who put it in the bag. So in this case it was Charlie. Charlie put this in the bag, so we can tell which one of our operators put this product in the bag on a given date for every batch that we manufacture.
Awesome, that's cool. So Warwick, this is your distribution centre.
Yes, correct. Welcome to Mount Maunganui. We have distribution here out of the Mount, but we also have distribution out of the South Island in Christchurch. This is where everything is stored, both inwards goods and finished materials like you see here.
Awesome, and you seem to have 2 different bag sizes here.
Correct. So these are what are likely to go to feed companies. So the feed companies get everything in bags so that there's no chance of contamination.
Yeah.
And also farmers can receive 1 tonne bulk bags on farm.
Yeah.
But more likely they might want 25 kilo bags, which are a bit easier for them to handle.
So we've seen how MineralBoost is designed and manufactured. Let's see it in action. So Wayne, how is MineralBoost used on a farm?
Okay, Jess, well basically we've got, there's a need for dairy cows with their optimum requirement for production to satisfy their nutritional requirements, and of course mineral supplementation is the way we do it. And it all starts here. We have 5 or 6 products, but it all starts here with pre-calf. And pre-calf is used basically 3 weeks out from calving. It's mixed, as you can see. This has already been pre-mixed, but it's mixed in through your mix wagons, put into your silage. Well, how to smell that?
Yeah.
It's terrific, isn't it?
Yeah,
but the product itself is very easy to use, and it can be trickled and fed out on your feed source, on your silage and what have you. But this really sets the cow up for the season ahead. And just one other thing, Jess, I'd like to point out is that the calcium that we use is calcium sulfate. So the calcium in pre-calf is calcium sulfate.
Yes.
And it's safe for pre-calving dairy cows.
Oh, that's great. That's really good to know.
Absolutely.
So now calving is behind us, and now we're in the milking shed. How does MineralBoost work from here?
Sure, Jess. Well, what we basically have is we have a system in the majority of sheds. As you can see up here, there will be some sort of feed system where it's the feed is brought in, and we have 5 products that we can use at various stages throughout the season. And I knew you were coming along, so I've set up for display purposes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and I can show you the products and how they work. Now, all of the MineralBoost RDG, the rumen dispersible granule, as you can see, is very, very easy to flow. It's a flowable granule. And as you can see here, this particular product which you've got, and I'll leave that with you for a second.
Yeah.
I've got it here, and this would normally come through and it would be sitting in front of the cow like this. So you can see it's evenly dispersed.
Yes.
Now, this is really the basis of our range, MineralBoost Classic. Now, MineralBoost Classic is basically a granule containing calcium, magnesium and salt.
Yeah.
All 3 vital minerals for for milk production and so on and so forth, and to combat incidences of milk fever, etc. So that's usually the first product. That's our main product. Then when we move further along here, what I've actually done is we've got a pretty little colour here, and this particular product is one of our 2 ionophores. I'll grab that one off you, and I'll give you that one.
Give me the green one.
That's it. And again, and you mentioned green, all of our products are colour coded. I mean, they're all coloured. So our MineralBoost Classic is white. You can see it. It's a visual. Most important that you can see that it's in there. Farmers want to know that it's in there.
Right.
But this particular ionophore is rumensin. We have 2. We have rumensin, and over here we have another one which is slightly cream to yellow in colour, and that is Bovatec. And what's actually happening is because the cow, when it's on an ionophore like rumensin or Bovatec, they're able to get the best out of the feed that they're consuming. Hence, they make good milk. Along the way, or plenty of milk, and along the way they combat any health issues. Ketosis, bloat, down cows, for example, are all the things that the farmer's wanting to, negate out of his system. And then we come along and we have what I call the creme de la creme, and it's a beautiful colour, this one. It's
the blue colour?
Almost royal blue.
Yes.
And this is Max. Now, if we start again at the beginning, we have MineralBoost Classic, which is magnesium, calcium and salt.
Yeah.
Add either rumensin or Bovatec.
Yeah.
That's a preference. People have various preferences. A little bit more, we discuss that with the farmer.
Yeah.
But then if you were to add copper, cobalt, selenium, iodine and zinc, you've got MineralBoost Max. And this really is a fantastic product because what it's doing is it's setting the cows up. I've got clients who are using this product virtually from the colostrum right the way through It's particularly great for assisting in conception, ovulation, mating, and setting the cows up. And again, you're combating all of these things, you know, milk fever and your ketosis and so on and so forth, and your bloat because of the content. And then the one that, of course, farmers just absolutely dread, and that is facial eczema. And of course, you know, with the onset of those warmer months, we have a problem with facial eczema. And we have our MineralBoost zinc. And of course, it is the only ACVM registered zinc product that can be used. You have to be very careful with zinc.
Yeah.
But of course, by feeding MineralBoost zinc this way, it's accurate.
Yes.
All of our products, the recommendation is generally 200 grams per cow per day. Yeah, for sure. And I can tell you now that it's easy to use, it's safe, and you know, there's really why the product has caused such an innovation in nutritional feeding.
So the granule is a great way for mineral delivery.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that particular granule that you're holding there, Jess, you've got your magnesium, your calcium, and your salt. So you're taking care of all your major deficiencies. You don't want down cows, you don't want milk fever. You want the microflora. Then, of course, we mentioned Bovatec and Rumensin, the ionophores. Of course, they can give you a greater yield of milk production, a higher milk, up to 4% more milk and more milk solids. Well, that's money in the vat. And then you've got your Bioplex High 5 micro minerals, so your copper, cobalt, selenium, zinc, and iodine, all essential for various parts of the husbandry, particularly mating, as I said, conception, ovulation, but delivered in accurate doses at the requirements that cows need. So farmers don't need to go purchasing different products from here, there and everywhere, storing them in their shed, running some through the water and running some out through dusting on crops and what have you. It can all be done here. I mean, it's, you know, we're in the 2000s now.
Yeah.
Times have moved on. So yeah, it's a great little granule. It's incredible.
So the rumen-dispersible granule technology is definitely the way of the future. It is the simple, cost-effective and safe way to accurately supplement dairy cows. So if you want to move with the times, call the team at RDG Technologies.